Live on the Hawks Sports Network for OCAA men's volleyball here at Humber College North Campus. The Cambrian Golden Shield taking on the Humber Hawks. Humber Hawks with just a few games left in their regular season, looking to keep things heading in the right direction. My name is Matt Hamill alongside Kyle Dalton. And Kyle, how do you think this game is going to shape up? Hawks with a big 3-0 victory over the Boreal Vipers last night.
Well, I'm expecting the main players to be back in the lineup here today. Yesterday, we saw a little bit of more reserve players come into the game and get some more playing time against the Boreal Vipers, and they still played very well, picking up their 7th straight win and getting that 2nd place in the division at 13-1. Might see a bit more of Hilario in this one, but the big story yesterday was Dylan Devasheri getting back in the lineup after missing a lot of games for the Humber Hawks. He made an impact right away, picking up 16 kills and helping the Hawks win 3 straight sets, and obviously picking up their 13th win of the season and 7th straight.
Devasheri looking like he didn't miss a beat, and there we get a good look at the standings. Humber with 1 loss on the season to the #1 team in the nation, Fanshawe Falcons, right there at the top. And obviously Humber looking forward to that rematch against Fanshawe coming up in just a few days here.
Yeah, that's coming up next Saturday, is that big matchup against Fanshawe. That will be in Fanshawe. And Niagara will be right after that. That will be here at the Hawks Nest on February 6th. And then their last game on February 9th of the regular season will be against Mohawk at Mohawk. So those 2 teams that I just mentioned, Niagara and Mohawk, are ranked 4th and 5th in the West Division. So some tough games to end the regular season for the Humber Hawks.
But you know what? If you're the Humber Hawks, you have to like that tough competition. Really going to sharpen up their blade heading into the OCAA championships hosted right here at the Hawks Nest. So right now, the Cambrian Golden Shield right in front of them, and looking forward to a strong performance from the Hawks. And we mentioned we didn't see a lot of the usual suspects in action last night. Not too sure if we're going to get the regular lineup in rotation tonight. We'll find out very soon. Moments away from the player introductions, and we'll step aside and let Josh Batcher take the wheel here.
Here at the Humber Athletic Center, today's matchup will feature the Cambrian Golden Shield and your Humber Hawks. Now introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Cambrian Golden Shield, as put together by head coach Tom Sun. 6'4" middle from Cambrian, Ontario, number 5, Alex Tanner. A 5'11" center from Burlington, Ontario, number 6, Josh Nabuzu. 6'2" middle from Sudbury, Ontario, number 7, Michael Havens. 6'3" left side from Hamilton, Ontario, number 9, Mitchell Reed. 6'4" right side from Moorhead, Ontario, number 10, Lucas LeBeau. 6 foot left side from Espanola, Ontario, number 11, Jason Neto. And your libero is 5'11", African native, number 13, Eric Williams.
Hilario right now in the starting lineup. Not actually dressed, Kyle. Well, has a sweater on.
Just a sweater, I think, but Wilkins as well, not in the starting lineup. Head coach Wayne Wilkins not flipping his hand and giving his star players a little bit more rest here. As the Golden from Cambrian are in town.
And so far, it looked like the men and women's team for Humber were on the same page. Really exact same moves, resting a lot of the star players last night. But we saw the women's team introduce a lot of their regular players back into the lineup. Not the case with Humber, although you do have Jake Gomes, John Obi, and back in the lineup, Dylan Devasheri. See if he can pick up where he left off. Golden Shield will get the opening serve here in set number 1.
And Edward Lai starting at the starting libero for the Humber Hawks here.
It's showtime. Big hit by Devasheri and whistle blown, net violation. Point for the Hawks.
And the impact of Devasheri, excuse me, already making an impact in this one. 1-0 lead, and Jake Gomes now serving, ranked 2nd in the OCAA for total service aces.
And he was on fire last night with his serves.
He's been good, just misses one there. He's got 35 aces on the year. Jason Nadeau serving now.
And that's
John
Obi securing the point, and
he went up for that one.
Wow. Devasheri had some pretty good serves in warm-up. Puts that one in play. Another whistle blown with the double touch violation called against Cambrian. Popped up here. Good block by the front line. That was Obi and De Silva getting in on that one.
Yeah, Silva Ferreira in on that one. John Obi coming up with the block and the point. 4-1 lead.
And that one goes out of bounds.
And the only weakness right now for the Hawks so far this season has been the service errors. They've had a lot of service errors, 4th in the league with 201. But they like to go for those aces, and sometimes you got to give up some errors.
Got to spend money to make money. That one's coming right for us, Kyle.
He's going after it. Trying to get that one.
You look like you were ready to jump all over it.
I was going to take out the monitor.
If we took out the monitor, we wouldn't be able to see ourselves on camera, and that would just be truly devastating.
It's all
Obi.
for the ball, though.
Obi with the serve. And Blakey's just going to tap that down. Quick point for the Hawks off the Obi serve.
Blakey, the former baseball player, coming up big and brings down right there. Just a soft touch and drops it in.
No doubt about it. This one chipped up. And whistle blown. Again, another violation charge to the Shield. So there's a lot of unforced errors here.
Yeah, Josh Nabluski coming up with the net violation. That's Mitchell Reed looking for a few words here from the official.
Yeah, Tom Sutton, 6th-year head coach for the Shield, doing his best to kind of get some kind of explanation here. Thinks maybe they're getting a little too liberal with these violation calls. There's been a lot of them here in set number 1. Hawks lead 7-2. Big block there. Kelsey can't corral it.
A tough play there at the net. As Lucas Claveau comes up with the point. And now will serve.
And that just hangs on the net. So very fortunate bounce off the net for Cambrian College.
Yeah, it's a tough break there for Humber and Blakey there, diving into it, trying to pancake it back up, but Tough break off the net.
Big serve kept up by Devasheri and then tapped down by the front line of the visiting team.
A little bit of a run here for Cambrian and Lucas Claveau serving.
Another good serve in play. Kelsey. Edward Lai sets it up here. Quick shot by Blakey finds the line.
That just caught that back line there for the point. Jaskan Kelsey at the service line. First-year player.
Gomes. Redirect. Free ball here. And miscommunication. Tough point to surrender to the Hawks, giving them a 4-point lead.
At Claveau there and Nabluski unable to get on the same page. Like you said, give up a free point to Humber.
And the Hawks catch a lucky break. That one just trickles off the tip of the net. Kelsey with the service ace. So right away, seeing more action out of Andrew Blakey. And a miscommunication by the Golden Shield.
A miss hit there. That time, Jason Nadeau, and Kelsey continues to go on this run here.
Used to making an impact up front is Kelsey, standing at 6'10", which makes him the tallest member of this Humber team. Great block there.
Yeah. Blakey and Gomes.
Set up here, Devasheri hits it long.
Yeah, looked like just a little bit of a miss hit there. But that's what you want to see out of Devasheri, that aggressiveness coming up with the big hit, just missing that one. I'm sure he'll have a few more opportunities in this one.
Here's Mitchell Reed. Good setup. Eduardo da Silva. Pardon me, Eduardo Silva Ferreira.
Just catching that back line there is Silva Ferreira. Lead grows to 6.
Silva Ferreira with the service ace.
Just drops it right in there.
Just really able to find that dead zone in the Golden Shield. And here's the first-year Brazilian player. Played another serve. Finding the line again, the uncontested ace.
And Silva Ferreira just drops it right in. I mentioned before, is there any timeout here from the Golden Shield? The Hawks ranked 4th in the league in service aces, and they've been on full display here. Silva Ferreira with a couple back-to-back.
Hawks Nation is the official varsity fan club of the Humber Hawks here at every home game, giving out free popcorn and free Humber swag. Just have to sign up with the official Humber varsity app. Kind of adds a lot to this home game atmosphere, eh, Kyle?
Well, it definitely does. You got the scarves in the crowd right now. I see a few scarves out there. Some popcorn, free popcorn.
Popcorn is tasting really good today, I must say.
Yes, you were satisfied with it earlier.
Oh, yeah. Extra buttery today. Yesterday coming off a little burnt, but I think today really dialed in at that popcorn machine.
They're dialed in over there.
Speaking of dialed in, 2 service aces in a row for Silva Ferreira.
And you heard head coach Wayne Wilkins there. Just have fun out there, guys. And that's got to be the message right now is team up 14-6.
Have fun, and especially, we mentioned, Hawks heading into a very daunting last few games of the regular season. Real tough competition in the West. That block not going to work for Humber, and breaking the service run.
Alex Tegman coming up with a point, and he will serve now. Leads cut to half. It's 14-7.
Into the net, much to the delight of the Hawks bench. And now it's time for Andrew Blakey. Try and put this one in play. Former dual sport athlete, member of the Humber baseball team. Now he's a one-woman man, all about the volleyball.
Devashere, oh man, going up with the big kill.
Here's a second look at the, and it's time for Blakey to put it in play, but he hits it into the net.
Serving for Cambrian, number 6, Josh
Nabluski going to get things going here for the Golden Guys. And a couple service errors really working out in the favor of the Humber Hawks. They're just inching closer.
And those service errors haven't been in the favor of the Golden Shield so far. Losing momentum. They're trying to gain, try to get back in this set. They're down by 9.
Jake Gomes, oh my God.
That's why he's in the top 2 of service aces in the OCAA. That fiery serve picks up another.
Yeah, the Oakville boy gonna hit one more. See if he can follow up that effort. Wow. That time, the Golden Shield get under it. Great play by that front line of Humber, led by John Obi. Love to see the Hawks keep this one alive here. Good hit by Devashere. And looks like we have a double touch. Could have been a lift as well. And what the fans want to see, another serve from number 13, Jake Gomes. Into the net. Gomes just puts everything into those serves.
Just missed that one. The one before that, Mitchell Reed just able to come up with it as he was going down. Just shows how fast that serve was going from Jake Gomes.
Kyle, the Hawks are up by 10. Devashere not happy with himself as he just didn't quite get it over the net.
Just missed this one. Good set here from Jake Gomes, and Devashere knows he should have had that one.
And he got the power on it. You saw that net shake. There we get a quick serve. Right into the mesh. Now Devashere's got a pretty good serve of his own. Obviously not the same stats as Jake Gomes, given his lengthy injury this season. But there's a service ace.
Right off the shoulder of Eric Williams. And then right off the shoulder of the official as well.
Devashere making up for lost time. Here's another one. Ooh,
just missing that one.
Really testing the structural fortitude of that net today. Lots of powerful shots.
Number 7, Michael Higgins.
Right into the net. Now here's the Golden Shield. Set up for Obi, and a miss hit.
It looks like he wanted that ball just a bit higher for him to come down on it. So he just missed it. He said a little miss hit there.
Yeah, Obi launches off the floor and has a lot of time in the air to decide what he wants to do. So I guess just communicating to Jake Gomes, like, give me something to work with. Obi gets it over, and the return by the Shield lands out of bounds.
And a service ace there for John Obi. And the Hawks are 2 points away from picking up the first set win.
That time, not quite what John was looking for. And that gives the serve to the Golden Shield, Lucas Claveau. And that's kept in play. Set up here for Dylan. No mistake about it.
Uses the net to his advantage and hits it right off that top and drops it right in for the point. He'll take it.
And now here's Kelsey with the serve.
Looking for the set win.
Not going to get it there. Just an excellent shot from Alex Tegman, first-year player. Mitchell Reed now. Cambrian in a deep hole. They're down by 10. Hawks 1 point away. Teed up for Blakey. And Andrew Blakey is going to put this thing away. First set goes to the Humber Hawks.
Good setup there from Jake Gomes. And Blakey finds a little tip off the front line and puts it in for the point and the set winner.
And all smiles and lots of dancing from the Humber Hawks team. They have to like the way that first set played out.
That was really all-around effort from this team. A lot of service aces. We saw Silva Ferreira go on a little bit of a run with a couple of service aces to go along with it. So with the combination of that, some solid defense and some good hitting from John Obi and Dylan Devasheri, it's really been an all-around performance in that first set. Jake Gomes, we saw a little bit of a run too with his serving and the powerful serves he can bring to the table.
And now breaking the huddle, ready to go are the Hawks. Still no sign of Rafael Hilario, arguably the OCAA Rookie of the Year, coming from Brazil and just playing fearful volleyball. When he tees up on that ball, Kyle Dalton, survival instincts tell you to just get out of the way.
He's got that Jake Gomes mentality when it comes to the serving. You know, when it comes to Hilario, the way he hits the ball, it's fast and it's quick. But it'll be interesting to see if we get any playing time here from Cayman Wilkins and Rafael Hilario in this one. We didn't see much of them yesterday versus Boreal. It'll be interesting to see how much playing time they get in this one, both on the bench through the first set.
It's a good look at Xavier Reed. We saw him check in last night's game, have a couple good hits. The native of Rexdale. And again, Hawks still grooving.
Feeling good right now. 7 straight wins.
You know, this song came out in early summer and it's still just setting the crowd on fire here in January. Cayman Wilkins still hasn't seen the kind of action we're used to getting out of the staple of this men's team, but again, I guess the strategy for Humber, just kind of resting up, heading into that difficult last few games of the season, taking on #1 in the country, Fanshawe Falcons, on the road.
Yeah, it's some tough stretches the last 3 games. Then they come back here to face Niagara, who's a solid team. They're ranked 9-5 on the season, and then Mohawk, they go to Mohawk to end the regular season. And they're not an easy team to take care of as well, 7-7 on the season. So a tough stretch of 3 games for the Humber Hawks after this one here, full control so far after the first set.
Serving first for the Hawks, number 13, Jake.
And starting off the set with the serve, who else? Jake Gomes, like a light. And that is going to ricochet back to the Hawks. Set up here for Obi. Makes no mistake about it.
Right on cue, we were talking about Cayman Wilkins. Well, he's in the game. Makes impact with a good play there.
Yeah, there you see number 0 with the setup. Wilkins right to Obi. Gomes really dialed in here. And that finds the line. So right away, teams trade points here.
Good kept alive there from Lucas Claveau. And eventually, Jason Nadeau picking up the point.
Wilkins pops it up. Gomes, quick set to Xavier Reed, who checks into the game. Big block there. Obi and Xavier Reed.
John Obi ending up with the block, but the presence of Xavier Reed up there as well. Unstoppable.
Looks like Xavier Reed might have gotten more of that. And how about that? Right back to number 17.
Yeah, I'm able to corral it. The defenders for the Golden Shield, and John Obi takes advantage of that with the throwdown and the putback.
Cayman Wilkins with a dynamite serve. Gomes to Reed. How about that? Xavier Reed coming off the bench and making a big hit.
Yeah, once again, the Golden Shield unable to corral the ball and get themselves an opportunity to get a point. Instead, they give it right back to Humber. And this time, Xavier Reed ends up with the kill.
That time, just a little too much English on that one. And the service error will give Cambrian their second point. Devasheri corrals that. Now he's going to hit it. Block attempt. And the point goes to the Golden Shield.
That one just behind Devasheri. Couldn't get that one over. But Xavier Reed came up with a nice block just moments before that, keeping that ball alive.
Lai keeps it alive. Gomes set up for Xavier Reed. Wow, good block. Kept alive now. Good rally. Devasheri hits it deep. Great blocking for Humber, but that one lands out of bounds.
And the Golden Shield staying with Humber there. As Alexander Terrio keeping his own up there, number 15 with John Obi.
Hawks won the first set by an 11-point margin, but so far not able to create any separation here in set two. Wow. And Golden Shield have to just dump it over. And number one back in the lineup, makes no mistake about that one.
Devasheri coming up with a big hit just before that. When he gets a good set, he's almost unstoppable. But the way he hits the ball when he doesn't get that best set is the reason why he's so good.
Devasheri from Barrie, Ontario. That time, nobody home for the Hawks.
Now serving for the Shield, Michael Higgins.
Whistle blown. We have a net violation on, looks like, Jake Gomes.
Arm against the net.
Yeah.
Wow, Devasheri with an absolute blast.
It doesn't get better than that. Dylan Devasheri picking off where he left off. Already 3 kills in this one.
And that could be that window of opportunity that Humber needs to finally get a sizable lead here. We're all tied up at 6.
Free ball here. See if they can take advantage of it.
Set up for Cayman, who hits it long.
Just missed it. Cayman Wilkins almost threw down as he stretches out that right arm.
Got to loosen up a bit. Alexander Thiroux. Not going to get it done for Cambrian. Here's Dylan Devasheri. Puts it into the net.
Cambrian back in the lead here, 8-7. And you said it just moments ago, the Hawks haven't really been able to stretch out their lead and go on a run.
Came in with a big hit. Oh, the quick play at the net for the Golden Shield doesn't quite go as planned.
Yeah, Mitchell Reed trying to put that one over quick. Now Colin Skanes will be on the line.
Radio broadcasting major Colin Skanes puts that one long.
Now serving number 9, Mitchell Reed.
Also got a new song Colin Skanes does. Come Through, featuring Art of Kaza. It's definitely a banger. And that serve is put out of bounds. The team's trading service errors, and that leaves us with Jake Gomes. Let's see what he does here. Another ace for number 13.
Yeah, he adds to his ace total. That one just drops right in.
Just trying to get out of the way of that one. Just fearsome power in this serve. Ooh, that time nearly takes the whole net down.
Just missed that one. And again, the Hawks still trying to pull away from the Golden Shield in this set. Right now it's been back and forth. No team able to go on a run of their own.
Lublinski. Xavier Reed with a big hit. Throwing it down.
Now serving for the Hawks, number 0.
Team still just trading points here.
Good setup there from Jake Gomes. Right into the pocket of Xavier Reed.
Teed up here. Gomes to Devasheri. No mistake about it. Strong hit.
Devasheri's got 5 kills here halfway through the second set. As Cayman Wilkins continues to serve.
From Mississauga. And timeout called by head coach Tom Sutton.
Yeah, Humber with 4 straight points, the longest run so far for any team in this second set. So head coach Tom Sutton is not taking any chance. Wants to salvage this second set and try to get back into the first team and try to tie this one up at 1.
It's a good look at Razard Sadiku. Haven't seen him back in the lineup ever since Devasheri stepped back in. But Sadiku having just a phenomenal season.
Yeah, he's been good for the Hawks, and I mentioned before Devasheri coming back. It's a good problem to have when you have too many star players on a team and not as many spots. Absolutely.
Here we go, timeout wrapping up. Wayne Wilkins got his guys on the same page, and Hawks up by 3. Wilkins puts that one out of bounds, heading right for the Hawks Nation table. Somebody protect that popcorn machine. Oh, Devasheri with a misplay.
Yeah, unable to rally. Don't see that too often. And just like that, out of the timeout, the Golden Shield with 2 straight points.
Popped up here. And right back, Dylan Devasheri coming down on that one.
Edward Lai there, number 2, with a solid play, keeping that ball live off the net. Hawks end that run from the Golden Shield, and John Obi now serving.
Couple service aces for Obi today. Right. Gomes teed up. Devasheri coming back down on it.
Make that number 7 for Dylan Devasheri. He had 16 yesterday on a good play from Jake Gomes. Devasheri isn't going to miss that one.
So we already were working with such a dynamic Humber team, and pretty fun to have number 1 back in the lineup, making some big plays here in his first 2 games back.
Now serving number 15,
Terrio now serving number 15.
Wow. You know, Kyle, I'm running out of adjectives to describe these Devasheri hits, so I'll let you take the wheel on this one.
Well, I can't think of an adjective right now, but he came across that one, let it go by, with the stop to his momentum, and still had a lot of power on it.
It's a dominating presence from number 1.
And the defense there, too, from Devasheri.
Big run here for Humber.
Good defense there from Devasheri, and then Jake Gomes comes up with the good hit, finding the line.
That time just a little too much paprika. And now it's in the hands of the Golden Shield, Lucas Claveau. Good serve. Popped up by Gomes.
Oh, what a play. Jake Gomes keeping alive, and then Wilkins with the little floater. Find the back left corner. Play there by Jake Gomes, and then Wilkins. The little floater.
Colin Skanes puts the ball in play, now kept up. Xavier Reed. Ooh, good battle at the net. Huge block led by number 13, Jake Gomes.
And that was the battle of the net with Wilkins keeping it alive. Jake Gomes coming up with the point. There's that battle at the net.
Second serve from the big fella. And how about that? The Golden Shield tee one up.
Lucas Claveau coming up with a big kill there. He leads his team coming into this one. 93 kills on the season. 95 total.
And that one just a fortunate bounce for Cambrian off the net, and the Hawks handcuffed.
A 2-0 run here for the Golden Shield. Cut into this lead.
Mitchell Reed. Out of bounds. Hawks inching towards a second set win. They're up by 3. They need 5 more, and they got the right guy at the line. Jake Gomes. Gonna try to put this one away with his serves. Look out. Would not want to be on the receiving end of one of these. Woof. And that goes careening, hitting one of the national championship banners. I believe that's the 2014-2015 National title for men's basketball.
I believe you're right. It's moving right now after the big Jake Gomes serve.
Again, put in play. Ooh,
missed time there from the Golden Shield with Nabluski and A-Beans.
Back serving number 13, Jake Gomes.
Miscommunication, and the Hawks will take it. 3 points away.
set up for Xavier Reed, who finds the back line. No, thought that might have been
It was
tipped.
long. Hawks looking for a tip off the Xavier Reed hit.
And you know what? We're going to have a good sportsmanship play by Michael Abins. He admits that he touched it, and the official reverses the call. And give the fans what they want. More serves from Oakville, Ontario's Jake Gomes. From the 905. Oh, John Obi.
John Obi
out below.
goes so high that it's almost impossible to block. Once he gets up, it's pretty much over after that.
John Obi with an extensive basketball background, switched to volleyball, and really just channeling that athleticism into some frightening volleyball.
Jake Gomes' run of 4 straight serves come to an end here, but the Hawks still sitting pretty right now, 1 point away.
The Blueski will get that one over, popped up here. Gomes to Kamen. What an authoritative way to put this set away.
And what a way to finish it off. It was all about the big hitting in that second set. Great setup here from Jake Gomes. Faked it with John Obi. And Wilkins comes in with the hammer and the throwdown. And the second set was all about the big hitters. And it ended off with a Wilkins kill and the 25-18 second set win.
The Hawks up 2 sets to love. Once again, looking to put away a 3 straight sets win.
Second set. Highlights here. Some solid play all around from the Hawks. Jake Gomes coming up with some big hits. That one just catching the line. That was a solid hit by him. Devashiri coming in on the action as well. And head coach Tom Sutton trying to find some answers here for Cambrian, as his team is down 0-2 so far, 25-18 in that second set.
Yeah, I gotta like the effort there from Cambrian, really keeping that one a lot closer. We saw in set number 1, Humber taking away an 11-point victory, and that one was neck and neck pretty much the whole way through until Devashiri really turned it on.
Devashiri was key in that one, and Kamen Wilkins not playing in that first set, came up in that second set, and was key for the Humber Hawks.
And we're going to get things rolling here. Just breaking the timeout. Looks like the Hawks are ready to go. Maybe we'll see the entrance of Razard Sadiku here as he takes off his warm-up jersey. Hilario still bundled up. Not too sure if we get the pleasure of watching him take the floor. Gotta love the hitting power from number 9, Rafael Hilario. First-year player from Brazil, really taking the OCAA by a storm.
It looks like he's still not going to come into this game. And
we're breaking up the timeout period. We'll see who takes the floor for Humber. Matt Hamill and Kyle Dalton with you for what could be the third decisive set. It's been a strong performance from Humber, both today and yesterday against the Vipers.
Straight set sweep yesterday against Boreal. And looking for the same here against Cambrian less than 24 hours later.
Hawks taking a bit of extra time.
Number 6, Josh Dabrowski.
Let's get everything figured out here. Kyle, I think it's worth noting that Jake Gomes is 2 aces away from tying Humber's single season ace record of 46. That was set back in 1999 by Tim Pennefather. So keep an eye out. History watch from Jake Gomes. Oh, right away, John Obi throwing it down.
Jake Gomes now has the opportunity. He's on the line.
So the single season record is 46. He needs 2 more to tie it. I mean, we've seen him hit a whole lot today. That one just past the line.
Almost
oh boy.
caught him. I'm sure Jake Gomes isn't really keeping track of his aces so far in this one.
No, but the sports information department definitely is.
Something that he can look back after this one. Both teams exchanging service errors. Devashiri on the line.
Devashiri now serving for the Hawks.
Devashiri trying to find an ace. The Golden Shield do a good job keeping this one alive. Popped up here. Net is moving all around. And Silva Ferreira going to put that one away.
A good rally there, back and forth. Hawks played some good defense and some big hitting. And Silva Ferreira finishes it off. And the aces are flying around here. 4-1 lead for the Hawks. Devashiri.
Aces high. That one's out of bounds. So without a doubt, Gomes has a chance to maybe break the record here this afternoon, and no doubt with 3 more games after today to finish up the season, should have no problem putting that one away. Oh, wow. Big hit by Eduardo Ferreira.
And no chance there for Mitchell Abings to come up with that one. Silva Ferreira with the big hit. He's on the board. Hawks lead 5-2.
John Obi. Good block. Looks like Colin Skanes at the middle of that one.
And he's going to get credit for it. Colin Skanes. He's got that left hand taped up, but goes up there strong. Comes up with the big block.
That Humber front line has been dominant all season and firing on all cylinders this afternoon. Gomes keeps it alive. Wow, Devashiri from the back line.
Good job there from Nadeau to keep it alive.
Obi with a diving play, not able to keep that one in his reach. The Hawks are up by 3.
And Jason Nadeau, number 11. Good dig there on the Devashiri smash.
Ball put in play here. Thoreau keeps it alive. Now the Hawks have a good shot. Good dig. Lie to Gomes. To Silva. Silva Ferreira with a second chance. Looks like he might have hit the net, though.
Well, odd play here. Cambrian thought the play was over. Just gave the ball right back to the Hawks. back and forth here. Otherwise, though,
yeah, get a bit of a shrug from Tom Sutton, head coach of the Shield, with a bit of a shrug at his team.
So a bit more upset if they didn't come up with the points. Now back-to-back points, and it's a 6-5 game.
Ooh. Alexandra Thiro. It's Eduardo. Gonna hit that one over. Wow, great dig there, yeah, by number 1. And that block splits Colin Skanes and Eduardo.
Now Silva Ferreira and Colin Skanes both looking at each other after that one, as that ball just dropped right in front of them after that block got away.
Yeah, Dudu and C. Skanes not able to come up with the ball there. Big shots.
No chance there for the defense of the Cambrian Golden Shields as Devasheri. Good setup here from Jake Gomes. Out of the reach of Eric Williams.
Here's Razor Sadiku with the world famous little chicken wing move he does here with his serve. There it is. Third-year player puts it in play. Ooh, and the Hawks just can't really get organized there. A little discombobulated.
And that battle at the net. And Nabluski comes up with the point.
And a service violation will give the point right to the Hawks.
Lucas Claveau with the service fault.
Eduardo Silva, known by his teammates as Dudu. Teed up here for Cayman. No mistake.
Great play there. Cayman Wilkins coming up with the point. Starts it off with good defense here and great play from Sadiku.
Alex Teigman. And Devasheri comes soaring in with a well-placed shot.
Drops it right in, and the Hawks looking to go on a run here. Colin Skanes.
Big number 4, 6'8". Good block there. Nobody home for the Golden Shield, and point goes to Humber.
And that's a dynamic duo at the top with John Obi and Dylan Devasheri, both going up there. And a timeout for the Golden Shields as they're down by 3 points, trying to stay in this game.
And in the timeout, the Hawks are looking to keep rolling along. They have a 3-point lead. Having a good weekend here at home. What do you think of set number 3 here, Kyle? Seen some different players in effect. Razor Sadiku, there he is, number 7.
Yeah, getting some action there is Sadiku. To be interesting to see if head coach Wayne Wilkins decides to bring back in a guy like Jake Gomes. We haven't seen him a lot here in this third set. We still haven't seen Rafael Hilario yet in this one. I'd be surprised if we see him at all. Didn't see him in the first 2 sets and not yet here in the third set. So it'd be very surprising if we do see him for the rest of this game. But really, it's been a great performance so far from the Humber Hawks. Defensively, they've been on point. And offensively, with the big hitting from Devasheri and John Obiot top, is really dynamic and tough to stop if you're the defense of the Golden Shield.
Still this service run from Colin Skanes. in play. Kamen hits it deep. Big block there. Ooh, good scramble.
Double tip plays there.
Once again, number one getting all of that one.
A couple of tip plays there on defense from the Golden Shield to keep it alive, but then Devin Cherry with the big kill. He's got 11.
Oh, wow. Heads up play to keep things alive here. Hawks just keep going back to the Devashiri well, and why not? Seems to be working.
Yeah, not the best setup by Wilkinson. Put his hand up after that, saying my bad to Devashiri. Just behind him there. Not able to get all the power, but drops it in for his 12th kill.
Heads up play, Humber keeping things alive. Here's Eduardo. Kept alive. Here's Sadiku. Good rally. Ultimately, Cambrian College getting the last laugh.
That was a couple missed setup there from Humber during that rally that allowed Cambrian to stay in it. And eventually the Golden Shield end up with the point. 13-9 here. New Blueski.
Ball handling violation.
Number 6, Josh Nabluski, back to serve.
Nabluski. His team's in a 3-point deficit. Looking to bring them out.
Good play there from Silva Ferreira, letting that one go by. He's coming in on a line drive. Hawks with the 4-point lead, trying to push away from the Golden Shield.
Number 0 on your program, number 1 in your hearts, Kamen Wilkins. Good setup there by Cambrian.
That was a nice, solid play there from Josh Nabluski. Setting his teammate up for the kill.
Humber just needs 11 points to put this game away. Ooh, what a miss hit there. Gonna help the Hawks cause. They're up by 4.
15-11. Devashiri now serving. We were talking about the record for Jake Gomes. It doesn't look like he's gonna have a chance to do it here. He's been on the bench since the start of the third.
But he's got plenty of time to improve on his 44 service aces. And break a record that's been held since '99. The year just before Y2K, Kyle. People thought the world was going to end. And Tim Pennefather was too busy serving up aces to care.
And 19 years later, Jake Gomes looking to break it.
Sadiku was in on the block, but looks like maybe Colin Skanes was really the main player there. Kamen sets up for Xavier Reed.
Xavier.
What a hit. Gonna put the Hawks that much closer.
Number 17, John
18-12, and the Hawks have gone on this little bit of a run here with John Obi and Devashiri serving just before him. 6-point lead, largest of the set.
Set up for Xavier. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Cambrian player sliding into the metal stanza.
Looks to be all right. Lucas Claveau was going sliding right in. It's right on cue. Tom Sutton will call a timeout. Good effort there from Lucas Claveau trying to keep that ball alive.
Bit of a scary play. There's an adorable baby right there in the front row too, but everything's okay. Baby seems to have taken it very well.
One of the action seats, well, they got it. The front court, courtside.
So the Hawks are up by 7, looking to put this one away, and if they're able to pick up a quick 6 points, they'll have gone this entire weekend not dropping a single set, both the men and women's teams. So just a spectacular weekend here in late January.
And it's a good way to go into a tough schedule coming up for both women's and men's Humber's volleyball team. As you saw Hilario there warming up. Fanshawe coming up next Saturday. Niagara is the following game, and Mohawk after that, which ends the regular season for both the women's and men's volleyball team.
Number 17, John Obi, back to serve.
Obi puts that one into the net.
Alexandra Terrio, now serving for the Shield.
Easy does it. Here's Alexandra Darrow. His team's in a bit of a hole here. Might have Jake Gomes checking back in.
Rachel City, now serving for the Hawks.
So Kelsey will take the serve.
Number 10, Jasmine Kelsey, serving for the Hawks.
So Jake Gomes is back in this game, not serving right now.
13.
Jasmine Kelsey.
Kelsey gets the service ace.
Cambrian defense unable to handle that one. Hawks 4 points away from picking up the straight sets win.
And that one's hit long. Humber just needs 4 more.
Now serving for Keeper.
And another service violation there by Lucas Claveau. That's his second of this set. Giving up some key points here. 3 points for Humber.
Reed puts that one right into the mesh. As this game inches closer towards the final buzzer. Subs coming in for Cambrian.
Now serving for the Golden Shield.
Tough play at the net. Cambrian just sends it deep. Net violation. Point for the Hawks.
Hawks 2 points away from improving to 14-1 on the season and picking up their 8th straight win. It's Colin Skanes looking to finish it off on the line.
Ooh, Kelsey not able to get all of that one.
Yeah, handcuffed him a little there. He's had to go off to the side as Edward Lai will check back in.
Nabluski with the serve, that sails out of bounds. Hawks just need uno mas.
We got match point here at the Hawks Nest with Jake Gomes.
And Jake Gomes could put this one away. It's up. Rattles off the net. Popped up here. Devasheri kind of hit it with the wrong part of his hand, it sounded like.
That's just long. 24-17, and Hawks look to end this one sooner than later.
Golden Shield with a good effort today. Jason Nadeau. Gomes up for Devasheri, and how about that?
Off the tip and drops right in. And the Hawks with the sweep pick up a 3-set win. 25-14, 25-18, and 25-17 in the third set.
Yeah, Kyle, what do you think? All in all, Humber able to sweep the weekend against Boreal and now against the Golden Shield. We have the Player of the Game nominations, and then I'll get your thoughts.
Yeah. John Obi, right on cue. Just an outstanding game for him. Was outstanding at the front line, coming up with some big hits, but really an all-around great performance. Devasheri playing well. Again, in his second game back, only his second game back, and it'll be good to have him back against a team like Fanshawe. Just an all-around excellent win for Humber defensively and offensively. They played very well. Some things that they do have to work through, but they have a week off before their next game against Fanshawe on next Saturday, which will be a good test for them.
No doubt. That matchup against the #1 national team. Great effort here today, and we'll wrap things up from the Hawks Nest. Thank you for tuning in with us, and can't wait to join you for the OCAA Men's Provincial Championships coming up in February. Stay tuned.